Well, one that used a very similar guitar configuration was one that started off like this. What a day for a daydream. What a day for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm going the day to take a walk in the sun and follow my face on somebody's new mud lawn.
Yeah, I love it. We did, you remember the tour? We did a tour of the United States together.
Oh, yeah.
When we were the Turtles.
And we wanted like anything to have your drummer, I remember.
In the group.
Because you had this great straightforward drummer,
yeah.
Johnny Barbada, let it be known.
Known, right.
Jefferson Starship.
What else? Give us a couple other great songs that you wrote.
Let's see.
I like these songs so much a part of everybody's consciousness. He plays the first two chords and everybody starts to applaud. You don't even have to.
Are you trying to say you only want him to play the first two?
No, I want to.
Oh, well, come right out and say it.
This is here's one that I actually stole the intro from Luther Perkins, who was Johnny Cash's original guitar player.
All right.
Sounds like Johnny Cash.
Well, there's 1,352 guitar pickers in Nashville, and they can pick more notes than the number of bands on the Tennessee Avenue. Yeah, there's 1,352 guitar cases in Nashville. And then one that unpacks a guitar can play twice as better than I will. And it was Nashville Cats playing clean as country water. Nashville Cats playing wild as Mountain Dew. Nashville Cats been playing since they's babies. Nashville Cats get work before they're two.
Can I ask you, did the Spoonful, when it split up, was it kind of, were there like tensions? Was it money problems? What was the...
No, I think that the group had really pretty much run its course. And
I mean, creatively, musically?
Yeah, everybody was really starting to get bored.
Yeah.
Zolly Yanofsky, our main Canadian, had left. Our producer we had kicked out. And we'd made a few stupid moves.
Why'd you kick the producer out?
Well, that's another thing
I love all this showbiz stuff.
That fades in my memory now, you see. All of the real reasons...
New Musical Express, the British pop paper, said you broke up largely because you cracked on the road.
Under arduous touring schedules. But
no, I don't think that's true.
Because
right after that, I went right out on the road.
Yes, I remember you went out on the road, and I remember seeing you at your house in Tarzana, I think.
Yeah.
And we talked about the fact that you had a whole group out there, and you're out on tour now, and you're all alone. You're touring by yourself with Steve Martin, right?
Right.
You were saying earlier, John, this, and you had the right.
What a tour,
This
huh?
is the busiest fall you've had in a long, long time.
Yes,
right now.
yes, it's been daily. Steve Martin has a pretty intense schedule which he can maintain, you see. And we've been...
he is a full-time loon.
Yes, yes.
Do you guys
I've
do
been trying to
something in
keep
the
up
show
with him.
together and stuff? Like,
well, we're working on a piece of material, and we may uncork it on a future Tonight Show.
oh, great.
A what?
That's an American program.
What you said earlier.
Yeah, you are doing that, so we should watch for you. Steve Martin's hosting. Right?
Yeah.
That should be a really
John's
entertaining.
dad, who got him probably into the music business, was like a harmonica virtuoso, right? Peter, you know this.
That's right.
Your father, after Larry, and some people say greater than Larry Adler, was
Absolutely, I will say that unreservedly. Yes.
He was John Sebastian as well, right?
Yes.
Pop.
And
is there any chance that
Still is.
you play a little mouth organ, a little harp right now?
Play
Oh,
for us?
sure.
Peter
I'll
asked.
tell you what I'll do. I'll play a tune that my dad wrote for me when I was about 8. He wrote this tune because I started showing interest in harmonica, and he got so excited he wrote an entire children's story about a kid who gets interested in the harmonica. And the harmonica is magic, and it's in the store, and it plays only for JB, you see.
Sebastian Jr.
That's great.
How about another spoonful?
Yeah,
There are only about 3,000 Love and
Yeah,
Spoonful
we tried to
songs
put together a list. I swear, we
I
sat
think
down
have the definitive list of songs that even John hadn't heard of in years.
There were 8 tunes that I couldn't hardly remember.
We were Spoonful fans. I mean, we would learn every melody. We never could learn the words because there was a lot of mumbling going on. But
in our group.
in our group. But we had all the tracks down perfectly.
Well, we were imitating jug band musicians in a lot of cases, so we would just, we were kind of like that, and
there
we
was
just
a
sing it
certain
like
quality
that.
in there.
Down home quality.
Yeah.
There
well,
was a period where you wrote one of the prettiest songs you ever wrote. You're a Lady. Can you do just a...
She's a Lady?
She's a Lady.
That's the song.
Yeah.
She's a lady, and I chanced to meet her in my scuffling days. She's a lady, hypnotized me there that day. I came to play in my usual way. Hey, floating along with a whimsical twinkling in her strange green eyes. Linger with me, she said yes, and oh, the time did fly. She's a lady, give her time, for she's allowed to change her mind. She's a lady, happy to say she once was mine. Only sometime I remember old time.
Do another spoonful. Another spoonful.
How about,
did you write all of these Sebastian compositions, or are they written
Well,
sort of group?
yes, most of them were either myself or Steve Boone and I, the bassist, wrote with me.
We can't possibly do them all, but I mean, there was Darlin' Be Home Soon and Younger Generation, and did you ever have to make up your mind?
Or would you do it? Would you ever make
Oh,
up your
that
mind?
one.
Make up your
Okay.
mind. Look at how he plays his mouth.
Did you ever have to make up your mind and take up on one and leave the other behind? It's not often easy and not often kind. Did you ever have to make up your mind? If there's one with you I love, sweet as a bunny, hair down to here and plenty of money. When in walks your father and takes you in line and says, you better go home, son, and make up your mind. Then you bet you better make up your mind.
Every one of them is a classic song. I want to ask you, there was a period during the pre-Welcome Back period, just before Welcome Back. Was everything, like now it's kind of great. I mean, Welcome Back was probably the biggest TV theme there ever has been.
We can't think of a bigger one.
A bigger one, I
from
think.
television to
number
the top
one
of the
million
charts in
selling
the
record.
States.
You got a home in Woodstock out of Welcome Back.
Well, there was definitely a period before that when I was more or less paying back Uncle Sam for all of the Spoonful hits, you see. And so...
you didn't own the publishing or any of the stuff on the Spoonful?
Only part of it.
And
They did
so,
give you a little piece of that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was sweet.
In case you don't know, publishing is the place where you make a lot of money
That's
in
right.
the music industry. If you write these things and
What do you
publish them...
figure that the publishing money you didn't make was worth?
Well, let's say I would have already had Welcome Back.
Yes.
In the pocket.
In the millions?
Oh, I would
maybe.
guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe
Oh, yeah.
in the
Definitely.
millions.
What are you doing, I mean, at the moment, besides touring with Steve?
Yes,
a
and
new
getting
album?
together a new album. And I'm also doing a piece of animation. I'm doing the music for an animated film that is
Great.
a piece of Canadian. It's a cartoon,
It's
actually.
a cartoon, John.
Yes,
Canadian
it's called
cartoon.
it's called The Devil and Daniel Webster.
Daniel
The Devil
Mice.
and Daniel Mouse.
Daniel Mice.
Daniel Mouse.
Daniel
You're
Mouse.
doing well with this, John.
Yes, really.
So you're really right into that now, just scoring it. You've done other films too. You did Woody Allen's What's Up Tiger
Probably
Lily.
the greatest parody ever.
And you're a big boy now, which is one of the great songs of all time. Peter, you remember that, right?
It started a Canadian. Started a Canadian.
That's right.
Peter Cassidy.
Right. That's true.
Absolutely. You've got more Canadian connections than you know.
I know.
Magical Canadian connections,
Right.
Peter.
Okay, now, how about teaching those two guys and those people out there
A new one.
a new one? A new John Sebastian.
Okay, he's got
An
a
unheard song.
An unrevealed John Sebastian song.
This is my favorite part.
The big
Switching
mama
the guitars.
Yes, this
Gonna
is what
get-
I've been
things get
using
heavy
to
now?
play my solo act. You see, I had to sound rock and roll-y, and this is the
You mean
only
you're not
answer.
breathing fire or spitting blood or anything like that?
You don't paint yourself up and do your hair blue like the guy that was on last week?
That was you.
Oh, no.
You guys have to help me out on this.
Sure.
And maybe
They
the
will
audience
too.
too, eh?
This has a sort of a Neanderthal beginning.
All right.
Oh, really?
Hey.
That's what we call heavy.
Oh, that's heavy?
Now the caveman carried the wood to the fire and never gave a thought to sending power through a wire. He raised up his head and he winced from the pain and said, Lord have mercy, I'm a link in the chain. Just another link in the chain. Just another link in the chain. I'll pass this world on to my daughters and sons. Just another link in the chain.
Peter, just feel free to jump right in.
Me, no, get them to join in.
Now the whale he sings at the bottom of the sea, but he comes up to breathe like you and me. And that's when he meets the whaler with the deadly aim.
You love them, boy.
Now I wish just once in the time that remains that he could speak right up in a voice so plain. Slap his tail on the water like a hurricane and cry, don't kill me, I'm a link in the chain. Just another link in the chain. Just another link in the chain.
All right.
I'll pass this world on to my daughters and son. Just another link in the chain.
Get them going.
Now it's the same in this world as inside you and I. The little cells live and the little cells die, and they pass information on down to the next in line. And the one at the end learns everybody's song, and he makes another link and he passes them along. And we got to keep the chain together till the end of time.
Come on, Peter.
I'll sing it, they'll sing.
Just another link in the chain. Just another link in the chain. I'll pass it on to my daughter and son. I'm just another link in the chain.
One more time.
Just another link in the chain. Just another link in the chain. I'll pass this world on to my daughters and son. Just another link in the chain.
John Sebastian and Flo and Eddie. Later in the program, John will be here and backed up by these two guys will sing Welcome Back. I'll be right back after these messages.